Let's play a game. This game is called Life is a Phrase. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a rudiment or a pattern that we are not good at all, that we can barely play, that we keep messing up every few times we try to play it. And the second we mess it up, we're going to turn it into a musical phrase that can keep the groove going, or the pocket, or the metronomic tempo, whatever you want to say. The bottom line is we're putting ourselves in the danger zone where we are trying to test out certain ideas, and if they don't work out, we can immediately turn them into a musical phrase that keeps things flowing nice and consistent so that we can, I guess, confuse the listener into thinking we know what we're doing. But this also just gets to the heart of phraseology, and this is something that jazz drummers and jazz musicians of every instrument can kind of, I think, understand is, whatever you do once can become a phrase if you do it again, and you really keep the main components that happened the first time when you play it the second time. So, the way to start this, I think that would be best, would be take a rudiment that you can play very easily, set a tempo with it. So you got your tempo nice and clear, and then transition to the rudiment you can't quite play, and all of a sudden things will start to fall apart. And once they fall apart, like I said, try to improvise an idea that keeps things flowing, or that it, at the very least makes the tempo remain clear. So the rudiment I'm going to use to screw myself up is an inverted paradiddle with an accent on the second beat and the sixth beat. So, inverted paradiddle is right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. Now, not long ago, I couldn't even really get through that because it was almost a paradiddle, but not quite, and I wasn't used to it, and it messed me up. So I would have just taken that, but now I'm a little more comfortable with it, so I'm going to try to use the accent. So what I might do, actually, is just play the inverted paradiddle without the accent for a certain amount of measures. Then I'm going to try to move the accent, and when I move the accent, I'm going to mess it up, I promise. And once that starts happening, I've got to come up with creative ways to keep things flowing. And this comes back to the core idea that we can practice our rudiments and our creative musical ideas all at the same time. So, all right, here's my inverted paradiddle. So I'm going to do, let's say that's 16th notes. I'll do 4 measures of that, and then I'm going to start to move to the accented, other accents, and that's when I'm going to have to start improvising. So let's maybe go a little faster. Okay, so at that tempo, it started to become easier for me as I went, and eventually I arrived at being able to keep that inverted paradiddle with the accents going. So for the purpose of this exercise, that's not even a good thing. For me, it's good. For the exercise, it means we need to go faster. So let's go faster so that I can't play it. Already. There you go. Questions?